It was early trying. So I'm making my next video. I'm not going to smoke tobacco when I upload vlogs. It is August 26, 2022. And my camera says this is 23 minutes into it. So, I'm not saying what my last name is, but my last name I'm going to change it to Dash. Or I'm going to call myself Ryan Dash. I have conversations with a coincidence person while he's in jail. I told this coincidence person that I get paid on the 8th, and I said, he said, why won't you go see your mom? I said, well, it isn't my mom, it is my stepdad. My stepdad is real mean. He used to lock me in closets when I was young, and he abused me emotionally. My mom is okay now, but my brother was in foster care. I only live with my dad because I have nowhere else to go. However, last year my dad punched me in the face and took me to a hospital while I was bleeding. My family has always been like this since I was 12 years old or 13. I have PTSD from it. His name is Damon Lang, and there's a boy that's name was Daniel that went to my school that looks exactly like him, but they are two different people that aren't related. Daniel lives in Maryland. This one boy named Danny that has an Instagram account that I'll link, and then this boy named Damon Winning are two different people, even though I'm a schizophrenic person. I had a girlfriend named Brooke, and there's a girl named Bailey. My ex-boyfriend was a boy with black hair and green eyes named Billy, and there's a boy that's name is Jerry Green that looks like him. I make about $800 a month in disability, and my dad always puts my disability money on my card on the 7th or the 8th of every start of every month. Like I said, about once a week, there's a new tweet, and there are videos out there where people want to know what happened to my ex-boyfriend. And there are always at any given time about 100 people that want to know what happened to him. I noticed I didn't appear on any slander pages. There was a woman that made a slander page about me, who is my stalker. And like I said, I'm about 8 inches down there. There were people that were adding me on my Facebook wanting my disability money. And I had 2 Ryan friends that died within the past 4 years. Growing up, I was locked in closets by my stepdad. My dad George would come home from work and punch me in the face. There was this guy whose name was Gary that wanted to have a threesome with me and my ex-boyfriend when I was 16. I wrote down that a man named Chris, this guy named Billy, and a boy named Matt are the 3 people that attempted to rape me in my life. I always looked the other way at my one boyfriend, and I told my ex-girlfriend that my ex-boyfriend was famous, and he knew Jeffree Star the singer and makeup guy. And if anybody were to ever come to my house in Maryland, I can show people pictures of me with him. And I feel there's nothing wrong with being gay or bi. And I kind of came out to my dad sometime when I was 20 or 21, and I'm 30. Like I said, only on one day when I was 14 or 15, I did things with a boy named Brian, who was my next door neighbor. I had 5 girlfriends in my alternative school. A first kiss named Emma, and my first girlfriend was named Alicia, and then Brooke, and then Tanya, and then Nadia, and then Sabrina. With Alicia, I fingered her. With Brooke, she gave me a blowjob. With Tanya, she died 4 years ago. With Nadia, she denied my request. And with Sabrina, I fingered her at my 17th birthday party. There's a black boy on my Facebook named Jamal that fingered my 5th girlfriend, Sabrina. At any given point, these people are real. For those who study schizophrenia or schizoaffective, I went to school in Brownsville Mental Hospital, and I believe in a dark goddess, and a prayer I say is that today goddess of darkest night prayer. I feel as if I'm not gay or bisexual, even though I did things with a boy named Brian. 5 girlfriends in my alternative school. A boyfriend from the time until I was 16. Until I was 20. A boy named Kelly on one day. After that, and see, the only reason this happened is because my dad did not buy me a car, he refused to. My ex-boyfriend has a lot of fans, and I know people don't like me, or wouldn't like me if I say I don't like him as my ex. If I wrote down that I feel I'm not gay or bi, and I voiced my honest opinion, and even if you are having a psychosis or a seizure, and the police watch your channel, there's no test for paranoid schizophrenia. During one psychosis, I brought the police to my house to document messages where I would stare at my girlfriend that would cheat on me with 9 boys. Her name is Victoria, and she cheated on me with 9 boys. The first one was a guy named Spencer, and she said it was Spencer. I didn't care if I went to jail for 10 years over my psychosis. When this boy who stole from me said he was in porn, and there are 3 slander pages out there with my name, 2 videos out there made by this woman that stalked me. That is an old fat transvestite that got a sex change, and legally they're giving me a house because they diagnosed me successfully with schizophrenia when I was 22. So they are giving me a house because of her. And like I said, I had a girlfriend with black hair, 11 months ago, me and my friend did a three-way. I did things with a light-skinned girl. My first threesome happened when I was 20 or 21. With my friend James. My dad is evil, and he's been laying his hands on me ever since I was 16. I don't play with weapons, but I believe in a dark goddess that follows me around all the time with a knife and a gun. That looks like the singer Amy Lynn Hartzler from Evanescence. I always put knives away very carefully. But I do have one self-harm scar. And the disability office qualified my disability in 4 weeks. Some people who are former military, who have brain injuries, can't get it like I can. You know, people might fight in the war, but they were never victims of severe sexual trauma in the war, or severe cheating, or being screwed over by their first girlfriend, or dealing with this woman that stalks them, dealing with slander pages that you can always appear on, throwing up in people's toilets at houses because you have stomach problems, having Tourette syndrome, being a real schizophrenic person, unlike the Cash Me Outside girl and Dr. Phil. Like I said, if anybody were to ever come to my house in Maryland, I can print out documents that proves that I'm a real schizophrenic person with Tourette syndrome, OCD, autism, bipolar, and OCD. There are times where I think Aphrodite, or Hecate, or God and Goddess stuff, and the air conditioner will come on in my house. I know that I have no real friends, and I have about 20 people in my life that I like, and there are 30 people that don't like me. At any given point, I could appear on the slander page, which is why when I bought a camera and posted her slander pages of this woman named Marjorie, who calls her real name is Vicky, but she calls herself Marjorie, who made my slander page, and legally they are giving me a group home because of it. I threw up the finger during one psychosis and said I don't have to answer questions. There were 5,000 people that added me on Facebook, and the woman that stalks me threatens to always go to the local police department over my videos. There are always 20 of these people that are real around me, on the internet, in my personal life, at any given point, and I played the Dark Goddess card, and all I talked about was this goddess that I believe follows me around all the time with weapons, and said that my dad was playing with my disability money, and said that I was locked in closets. I said my dad would yell at me when I bleed, and he did not buy me a car. And my dad had conversations with a woman, and the sight of my dad makes me sick. But I only live with him because I have nowhere else to go. He tells me I have no friends. He's been laying his hands on me ever since I was 16. He took me to mental hospitals all the time. And I plan to start my new life at the age of 30. What I leave with my life is from the time until I was 16. See, I was popular in my alternative school, but when I turned 21, my schizophrenia went downhill. And really, I was just like, you know what? I can do whatever I want. When my black friend died, when you were stolen from by your second threesome. And see, I had 8 down there, and my second threesome was 9, and my first is about 8.5 down there. My third was 5 inches, and my girlfriend sucked me off more than him. And my first date photoshopped a mean picture. And this is going on 16 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm in a good mood. It is 7:06 a.m. Much love and peace to everybody from Ryan. I'm going to play with my rabbit, smoke my tobacco. I'm going to upload a new video in a bit. Much love and peace.